Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Warren Kananiga, and you're watching the ESL Sessions. And tonight we will talk about the classic interpretations of selected idiomatic expressions. I have chosen some of my favorite idiomatic expressions, and we will actually talk about the classic interpretations. And this is actually inspired by the English 8 competency determine the meaning of idiomatic expressions by noting context clues and collocation with code EN8VIA 10.2. Okay, okay, so let's start. If you will use a full plate as an idiomatic expression, we're not actually uh, talking about being in a banquet in an eat all you can restaurant or in a buffet style um, meal scenario. It's not like that. Full plate means that you're very busy. For example, you're gonna say, "I'm gonna take care of your needs tomorrow because today my plate is full." So you're gonna postpone some things because it's really impossible to fulfill all the tasks within the day because it seems like the time is not enough because you have lots of tasks to do. That's full plates. The next one is sweet lemoning. We're not actually talking about making a lemonade here. Sweet lemoning is an idiomatic expression which refers to making something previously offensive to sound, gentler or more polite. So, for example, instead of saying the person is obese, overweight, or fat, you can say she's chubby or full figured or let's say voluptuous. Instead of saying poor, you're gonna say financially challenged. So it's actually sweet lemoning is the informal way of performing euphemism, which would again make something um, negative sound positive. Or let's say, for example, instead of saying disabled, you're gonna say specially able. Yes, that is a sweet lemonade. Another interesting idiomatic expression is moonlighting, and the actual classic interpretation is actually very much related to the word moon. Moon is actually the source of light for that part of the earth, which is away from the sun, especially if it's evening time. And so that's the reason why the classic interpretation of moonlighting is a job that is performed in the evening. So definitely, if you're a security guard, if you're a nurse, let's say a call center agent, of course, there's a very big possibility that you would moonlight. This one's my favorite. Green thumb, when used as an idiomatic expression, doesn't really refer to a part of the body. Okay. And our thumbs are not even naturally green. So you say green thumb, um, this is a person who is very skilled and who has this natural ability to really grow plants. So they're not only those who love farming or are passionate about horticulture, but they have been given the gift and the passion to really make sure that they do things right in terms of that particular thing that they love, farming and agriculture and related stuff. Now, this a final idiomatic expression that we will talk about is really interesting because the expression has a lot to do with the actual interpretation. Now, there was a point in history wherein assassins were asked to dress really well, like to the point of really wearing evening gowns for women and a suit for men, so that their victims would detect or would know that they're actually the assassins. And but that was history, and that's actually the inspiration for the idiomatic expression "dress to kill." To dress to kill means to wear a fabulous, decent, and glamorous clothing. Again, for women, of course, gown, that's the ideal, and for men, the suits. So that ends our episode for tonight, and I hope you did notice that in interpreting idiomatic expressions, you have to start by understanding first the words that are expressed, and then you have to analyze then the implications so that you can arrive at a ideal or at least a standard interpretation. So I'm going to leave you with this one. Understanding a message or a text involves analyzing both the expressed and the implied. Kind of like a person, we do not only need to take care of the inside, but we also have to take care of the outside. It is a perfect combination of both that would make us truly a complete human being. So thank you so much for watching and see you in the next episode. Bye.